if we choose to focus on our higher level consciousness, our more God-aligned nature, our soul process, our dharma, our service in the world, a surrender to spirit, if we focus on that potential consciousness and we feed that, then it will evolve. And that which this inner circle here of potential anxiety, fear, taproot feeding, obscurations, focuses on glamours or status, power, our fears about time, not having enough time or trying to make time, all of those will diminish and they will be consumed, if you will, dissolved into the light. We tend to switch back and forth between these focuses in our day-to-day life unconsciously and reactively without even recognizing it's occurred. We shift from I'm an unconditionally loving person to I have to defend myself, I have to stay safe, I have to stay in control, I have to make money, or I have to have this specific result in this conversation, this interaction. And if we can become aware of when, where, how, and why that switch is flipped in our systems, it generally occurs at the root chakra level or below, by the way, at subconscious levels. We can find that switch in our systems, and there may be 100 switches on 100 different topics or karmas or obscurations or simulacra or resonances with family karma or family dynamics or tribal dynamics or relational dynamics. We can, over time, dissolve all of those tendencies to react from these subconscious dynamics and their associated projective dynamics, and we can become more conscious by doing so and serve better, optimally love and facilitate and support and nurture the whole world and our natural world, if we choose to. It must be a process of conscious choice. It doesn't just happen. It might happen over innumerable lifetimes. We may get closer and closer and closer. The ego cannot surrender to God. It cannot make that choice. The personality and the ego identity cannot choose to surrender to God because they don't know what that means. Our consciousness can. Our consciousness can surrender our ego, can surrender our personality, our identity, our habits, our addictions, our mindsets, our mental dynamics, our prior habits and tendencies that were destructive or coercive or harmful to self, other, or world. And our ego does not have that power. It's vitally important to understand that, because if you try to get there from mind, ego will, fear drives, there'll always be a glass ceiling that gets in the way of living and fully embodying and walking the talk of that potential high consciousness that you can live from. And we're all a work in progress in that regard. It's imperative that we recognize that none better than another, none higher than another, and all in service to everyone else all the time.